Do you have a favorite tree? I know that I do. I have several right here in my neighborhood. In fact, I'm sitting underneath a mulberry that I've shared my life with for nearly 30 years. Trees make a difference, and this is the time to listen and to hang out with them a little bit more. I started this renewed, really cool relationship with this tree, or a different relationship with this tree, after reading a poem by Adrienne called Times Such as These. What kind of times are these? And this poem just really brought things awake in me. And it's like the poem was steeped in me. So even if you're not a poetry fan, you can reap the rewards of my relationship with poetry and how much I love them, especially during National Poetry Month. So I wrote an Instagram post and I talked about some things that I wanted to share with you too. I talked about when we talk about trees, we honor several qualities that our human friends might not have maximized yet. Because sometimes trees have a wisdom that humans don't tap into under normal circumstance. Some of these are being tapped into now in times such as these that we're living through. When we honor trees, we honor their quiet listening. You know, when you listen to someone and you just simply listen. You don't rush in with advice. You don't rush in with the latest hack or tip. You don't rush in to tell them how to do something or why they ought to do something, or even worse, the many reasons they might be wrong. The tree simply listens, sits, and allows each person to tap into his or her or their own wisdom. Can we be more like that right now? Can you be more like that right now? One of the things that trees are teaching us about listening is about staying rooted and staying in place. Not rushing off to the next thing. Not quickly turning the page or fast forwarding the movie. Not leaping off to our next appointment, but actually staying still. One of the images I love about trees is when they are rooted and they also have their arms open, or their branches open, and they're receiving light. It's kind of like being combined in heaven and earth at the same time. And it's perhaps the most important lesson that I'm learning from the tree. Just hanging out with her. She's been a good friend for all these years. My guess is there is a tree or several trees or a forest full of trees that is asking for you to listen differently. Now is the perfect time for that. I would love to hear how this video connected with you. If you could just do me a favor and leave a comment and follow me. That might mean subscribing, that might mean liking, that might mean following. Take a moment to do that, because this is the sort of thing we talk about: listening, growing, being, feeling better, being creative, contemplating on a deeper level, just like the deep roots of the tree. So thanks for listening to me today. Thanks for staying here. Thanks for considering how you will become an even better listener from listening to the trees. Also, somewhere in the description of this video, I will have a link to the Instagram post that I made, and also to my blog, where there's a longer post that you can check out. In fact, you might be watching this on my blog itself. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for sitting down. Thank you so much for allowing yourselves to be rooted in the conversation here. I'm so blessed to have you in my life.